Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1972 NFL season in Momentum Football. We're live tonight at Atlanta-Fulton County Stadium as the San Francisco 49ers are visiting the Atlanta Falcons for an NFC West Division matchup. We'll take a look at the standings here for everything. We'll kind of gloss over every other division. The Dolphins currently lead the AFC East by 2 games over the Colts. Steelers hold a 1-game lead over the Bengals. Chiefs and Broncos are currently tied, and neither of them have been on the board yet, so we don't have a tiebreaker there. In the NFC East, the Redskins hold a 2-game lead over the Cowboys, but the Cowboys have been on the board once. In the NFC Central, the Lions hold a half-game lead over the Packers in the NFC Central. And in addition, the Lions currently hold the head-to-head tiebreaker against Green Bay. Head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. In the NFC West, tonight's relevant matchup, the 49ers are coming in at 4-2 in first place in the NFC West. The Falcons are currently 2-4, 2 games behind the Niners. So with that in mind, we are just about all set for this one as the fans are filing into Fulton County Stadium. We're expecting a sellout tonight. So let's get started with the coin toss. Dice tonight are red for Atlanta, white for San Francisco, and blue's the decision. Odds, the winning team will defer. Evens, the winning team will receive the kickoff. Atlanta will win the coin toss, and they will elect to defer. Which means San Francisco will get the ball first to start the first quarter, and here's the opening kickoff coming up. San Francisco can return potentially a kickoff for a touchdown, but they need an 11 on the red and white dice, and then 55 and lower on blue and yellow. So here's the opening kickoff. That's a 42, so no kickoff return for a touchdown, which means we'll send San Francisco into their opening drive of the game. And we'll be taking 6 time off the clock with a roll that Niners fans are not going to be happy to see. 9 is coming off of Frisco's offense with a 14. And a 14 is going to be an interception right off the bat, which will pull momentum over toward the Falcons. And on an 11-12, the Falcons will return the interception for a touchdown. That's a 16, so not quite, no interception, but a 14 will be Ray Brown picking that one off for the Falcons. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now Atlanta will get their first look at their first drive of the first quarter. We'll be ticking another 7 time off the clock. Down to 10:20 remaining in the first quarter. 9 is coming off of Atlanta's offense with a 12, and that's going to be a fumble, and the Falcons are going to give that one right back away. Butterfingers early for both teams. The Niners can return a fumble for a touchdown, 11-12, but a 12 on red and white requires a 55 and under on the blue and yellow dice. That's a 42, so the fumble will not be returned for a touchdown. 63 will be Dave Wilcox picking that one up for the Niners. And so far we're very early in the game, but we've got a defensive struggle brewing in this one. Niners getting their next drive of the second quarter, or the first quarter, I should say. So let's remember to adjust the scoreboard. We'll be ticking another 6 time off the clock. Down to 8:20 remaining in the first quarter. 2 is going to be coming off of Atlanta's defense with a 55, and that's going to be a field goal attempt. Out will come Bruce Gossett to try to give the Niners the lead. To try to get the scoring opened up. 2 T's. He needs an 11-44, though, for this kick to be up and good. That's a 55. Kick is up, but it is no good. 25, 29, and 17 is a 46-yard kick. But that will be no good, and that will pull momentum back over toward the Falcons. Atlanta with their second drive of the first quarter. Taking off another 7 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 is coming off of San Francisco's defense with a 61. And that's going to be a touchdown pass, and Fulton County Stadium is going to come unglued for that one. We'll see who scored the touchdown for this one. That is going to be a 16. That'll be Dave Hampton scoring that one. And the blue and yellow are double, so we'll re-roll and multiply by 4. 7 times 4, that's a 28-yard run by Hampton. And the Falcons will automatically, Bell will come out. Bill Bell for the Falcons will automatically add the extra point. And Atlanta will open the scoring and take an early 7-0 lead as Fulton County Stadium going crazy. San Francisco getting their third drive of the first quarter will tick off the time for that. Actually, we've got to roll for the kickoff return procedure for a touchdown. 66 says, not a chance. All right, we already ticked off the time for the kickoff, so now Frisco with their next drive of the first quarter. This is their third drive. As they're going to be ticking off 8 time from the first quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down to 3 minutes remaining. 7 is coming off the team with momentum. That's Atlanta right now. And a 54 is a field goal attempt. Here will come Gossett once again to try to get the Niners on the board. He missed from 46 earlier in the quarter. Let's see if he can get the Niners on the board this time. That's a 15. That kick will be up and good. 5, 11, and 17 is a 28-yard field goal. And the Niners will get on the board with their first 3 points of the game, but they still trail Atlanta by a score of 17-3. And bear with me for a second. I'm going to go ahead and open the window in here. Let a little bit of fresh air in here. Atlanta, of course, no kickoff return procedure for a touchdown, so we'll just go into their next drive. Taking off another 10 times. That should take us into the second quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It will. We are into the second quarter of play. 10 is coming off of Atlanta's offense with a 56, and that's going to be another touchdown run. And Fulton County Stadium going crazy again. (21) Dave Hampton with his second rushing touchdown. Another doubles result from 2 times 4, 8 yards out. So not a particularly long run. And Bell will add the extra point. As now Atlanta will open up a 14-3 lead over San Francisco. There we are, Fulton County Stadium going berserk so far tonight. We'll see what the Niners can do with the kickoff. A whole lot of nothing with the kickoff. We'll tick off time in the second quarter, and we'll see what the Niners can do with this one. Taking off another 7 time from the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 coming off of Atlanta's defense with the 25. Defense with the 25. The Niners are going to have to punt that one away. And no there is a possibility of a block, so we'll see if Atlanta can block the punt. An 11 on red and white, then a 42 and under on blue and yellow. That's a 14, so no block on the punt. Niners are not picking a good night to have a bad performance. Let's see what the Falcons can do. Atlanta up 14-3, and the fans going crazy at that. Taking 4 time off the clock. Down to 10:20 remaining in the quarter. 6 is coming off San Francisco's defense with an 11, and that's going to be a fumble, and the Falcons are going to put that one on the ground. Let's see if the Niners can return this one for a touchdown. 64 says no way. A 62 says Wilcox will pick that one up again. That is the second that's the second fumble that the Falcons have lost in this game. The Niners also threw an interception on their opening drive. Let's see what the Niners are able to do with this one. Not a roll the Niners like to see. That's 6 time off the clock. Down to 8:20 in the quarter. 7 is once again coming off of Atlanta's defense. And 14 is going to be the Niners' first fumble. That will pull momentum back over. We'll see if the Falcons can return this one for a touchdown. They need an 11-12 on red and white. 35 says no way, but a 54, that'll be picked up by Ken Reeves. And we'll see what Atlanta can do with their third drive of the second quarter. Taking another 6 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is coming off of Frisco's defense with a 15. And that's going to be an interception by the Falcons. Third turnover by the Falcons today. Niners need Niners have a wide range for an interception return for a touchdown. 11-22, but the 22 takes a 43 and under on blue and yellow. That's a 33, so no return for a touchdown on the interception. But a 35 will be picked off by Frank Nunley. And that is the 1, 2, 3. That's the third turnover by the Falcons. The Niners have 2 tonight, so it's been a very sloppy game with the football tonight. Thank you guys for joining me tonight on this one. Let's see what the Niners do with their third drive of the second quarter. Probably not a whole lot. 5 time coming off the clock. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is coming off of Atlanta's defense with a 41. And the Niners will have to punt that one away. We'll see if Atlanta can block the punt. Atlanta cannot block the punt. Falcons get the ball back for their third drive of the second quarter. Still leading 14-3 here in the second, well over halfway through the second quarter. Taking off another 7 time, which should take us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was going to say down to the 2-minute warning, but no, it won't. 5 is coming off of Frisco's defense with a 56, and that's going to be a field goal attempt. Out will come... Oh, wait, I think I had the wrong... No, never mind. Bell was the kicker for the Falcons. He needs an 11-41, though, for the field goal. A worse kicker than Gossett. That's a 65. That will be up, and that will be no good. He'll miss that one badly wide left. 30, 40, 57-yard kick. I don't know who sent Bell to try that one. The Niners could really use some points here as we're getting down into the latter part of the second quarter. We're just about to halftime. That looks like it'll get to them some points. 7 time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still have time left for this drive. 6 is coming off Atlanta's defense with a 61, and that's a badly needed touchdown run by the Niners. Let's see who scored that one for the Niners. Come here, Dice. 56 is going to be Ken Willard scoring from... Whoa. Looks like he rumbled on that one for 7 times 1 7-yard for a 7-yard run. Score will be 14-9 Atlanta, pending the extra point. Gossett is an 11-65 on the extra point. And it will be up and good. And that will pull momentum toward Frisco as Frisco gets some badly needed points to stay within striking distance of Atlanta. And then the kickoff will actually take us right to halftime. And at halftime in this one at Fulton County Stadium, it is Atlanta 14, San Francisco 10, and I will take a small break. Don't forget, we've got Ultra Quick Football by Downey Games providing the NFL ticker after tonight's game. Our next football game is going to be Thursday night because we'll be busy with something else on the channel tomorrow night, but more details on that after Ultra Quick Football. For Week 8 of the 1972 season, we're going to be venturing to, I believe that's going to be Arrowhead Stadium. Yes, that is going to be Arrowhead Stadium that we're going to in Kansas City, Missouri, as the Oakland Raiders will be going to Kansas City to play the Kansas City Chiefs in what as of now is going to be a very pivotal game in the AFC West. Will be the first of their 2 head-to-head games this season. So Raiders and the Chiefs tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at Arrowhead Stadium. And back to Fulton County Stadium for the second half kickoff. We'll tick off our one time for that since the Falcons can't return a kickoff for a touchdown. And then we'll see what the Falcons can do with their first drive of the second half. Not a whole lot from the looks of it. 5 time coming off the clock. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is coming off of San Francisco's defense. Actually, let's make sure we get that at the box score all straight. Okay, 6 is coming off of San Francisco's defense. And a 41, the Falcons are going to have to punt that away, but no block procedure. Philip Anderson now joins us at Fulton County Stadium. And San Francisco does have a chance to become one of the elites with a win in the NFC tonight. They would go to a game and a half back. Actually, they would go a game and a half back of the Redskins for the number 1 seed in the NFC. I haven't started looking at the 1972 playoff picture yet. By the end of this calendar week, though, I probably will be starting to look at the playoff picture and starting to give updates on that. And also later in the season, I should mention I do have the board games picked out. But if I determine that there's a game that's more meaningful in a playoff race, then I reserve the right to flex a more meaningful game in than what I've got picked out. So just bear in mind, like I said, I've got the feature games picked out, but I do reserve the right to flex games in. Speaking of the Niners, they're down by 4, and now they've got the ball they're driving. And probably not doing much with that. 7 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 10:40 left in the quarter. 9 coming off of their offense, but a 32. The Niners are going to have to punt that one away. We'll see if the Falcons can block the punt. The Falcons cannot block that punt. That is, of course, a no block, no return. Falcons with their second drive of the third quarter. Taking another 7 time off the clock for the Falcons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 8:20 left in the quarter. 4 is coming off Frisco's defense with a 36. The Falcons will have to punt that one away as well. And no possibility for the Falcons to get the punt blocked, and the Niners can't return it for a touchdown. So I'll just skip the return procedure on that one. San Francisco with their second drive of the third quarter. Let's see what the 49ers are doing with the ball this time. Not a whole lot again. 5 time coming off the clock this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is coming off of Atlanta's defense with a 32. The Niners are going to have to punt that one away. So we've had 4 consecutive punts, 2 by each team. Let's see if the Falcons can block the punt here. And no, they can't. Score remains 14-10 in favor of the Falcons. Atlanta with their third drive of the third quarter. Taking another 5 time off the clock. We're getting some slow drives in this third quarter. 8 is coming off of Atlanta's offense with a 41. That's going to be a key penalty, and since it's against the home team, or since momentum's even, that's going to be against the Niners. We'll call that a defensive holding. And the Falcons will pull momentum to get another drive that's coming off of their offense no matter what. Taking another 4 time off the clock, but the Falcons are not going to be able to do anything with that drive. That's a 13, and instead they're going to fumble that one for their let me just look here. That is their third fumble tonight. Third fumble, 4th turnover tonight. Both teams have been very sloppy with the football tonight. 11-12 for the Niners, but the 12 takes a 55 on blue and yellow. Which that is not, so a 14 will get picked up by Earl Edwards. He'll fall on that one. The Niners need to get some points out of one of these drives coming up. They can't hold the Falcons off the scoreboard forever. We are near the tail end of the third quarter. 3:40 left to play in the third. That won't help them keep the Falcons off the scoreboard. 7 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 5 is coming off of Atlanta's defense with a 25. The Niners are going to have to punt that one away again. See if the punt gets blocked. That's a 25, so no block, no return. Atlanta with their 4th drive of the quarter. Taking 9 time off, that will stretch us into the 4th quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 is coming off of Atlanta's offense with a 46, and that'll be a field goal attempt. Out will come Bell again to try to extend the lead back to 7. He needs an 11-41 to extend the lead. That's a 16. That kick will be up and good. 6, 12, 29-yard kick. And it is up and good. And the Falcons will extend their lead to 17-10. Of course, that is not momentum changing because the Falcons already had the lead. Let's see what the Niners can do with this kickoff. Nada. Niners need to get a touchdown here to tie this game. Let's see what they can do with this one. This is their first drive of the fourth quarter. The Niners are running out of time. And that's not going to help. That is 7 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is coming off of San Francisco's defense or offense, but a 13 is going to be another fumble, and the Niners continue being sloppy with the football tonight. Let's see what Atlanta does with this fumble. No return for a touchdown. 66 will be John Zook falling on that one. And that will pull momentum over toward Atlanta as the score remains 17-10. The field goal came in the fourth quarter. Okay. Falcons with their second drive of the fourth quarter. Taking another 5 time off the clock. Down to 8:20 remaining in the quarter. 3 is coming off of Frisco's defense with a 24. And that's going to be a quarterback sack. We'll see how much loss there is for the Falcons. 10-yard loss. An ugly sack for the Falcons. Let's see if the Niners can take advantage of that. Oh, not on the punt. Never mind. And no chance for a block either. So the Niners' offense coming out to try to get some much-needed points here. That should give them something at least. 6 time coming off the clock, or a chance at something. 1, 4, 5, 6, down to 6:40 remaining. 10 is coming off of Frisco's offense with a 51. That will be a field goal attempt. Niners kicker tonight is Frank Gossett. He missed from 46, but he was good from 28. Field goal brings the Niners within 4. He needs an 11-44 on the field goal chart. That's an 11. That will be a chip shot, up and good. 1, 8, 9, 17 is 26. And the Niners are going to pull that, are going to cut the lead down to 4 points. 17-13 in favor of the Falcons, as Fulton County Stadium is suddenly looking very nervous. We'll tick off a time on the clock as the ball is going to go deep, and Frisco is going to trust their defense to get the ball back. And that plan's probably going to blow up in their faces with 10 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is coming off of Atlanta's offense with a 55. That'll be another field goal attempt. Here will come Bell to try to extend the lead back to 7. An 11-41, the lead gets extended back to 7. 34, that kick is up, and it is good. 12, 22, 39-yard kick for Bell. And the Falcons go back up. Go back up 7 by a score of 20-13. San Francisco badly needs points on this one. Kickoff return would be a great way to get it for them. That's a 14, so no return on the kickoff for a touchdown. But we will take time off for that. San Francisco needs to be very careful, though, because more than 8 time and this game will be over, and Frisco has to have a touchdown. Otherwise, Atlanta's going to cut into the division lead for the 49ers. That's not going to be good for the Niners at all. That's 7 time coming off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 is coming off of Atlanta's defense with a 36. And the Niners are going to have to punt that one away. Ouch. Bad play for the Niners tonight. Let's see if the punt gets blocked for grins. The punt does not get blocked. And here come the Falcons out in victory formation, as Atlanta's going to hold on. Atlanta will hold on to win this one, taking 7 time off the clock. Bang, there's the end of the game. And the Atlanta Falcons are going to steal this one from the San Francisco 49ers by a final score of 20-13. Stadium cheers. Yay! With that win, the Falcons will go to 3-4 on the season. The Niners will go to 4-3 on the season. And if Atlanta starts climbing back in, that could end up mattering in the tiebreaker. But we are not done yet. We've got the NFL ticker from Ultra Quick Football coming up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this 1972 NFL season replay. I've got a few more seasons of it, so we'll probably be doing more NFL season replays on the channel in the future. Especially since this game plays very quickly and is the epitome of not a complete sprawling mess. It is now time for the NFL ticker tape, brought to you by Ultra Quick Football by Downey Games. The Atlanta Falcons hold on and win a close one against the San Francisco 49ers by a final score of 20-13. How did the rest of the NFL do? Let's find out. Steelers at the Bills. Steelers roll a 26. They're subtracting 3 points from their base score. Bills roll a 34. No change to theirs. We'll call that 2 points because you can't have 1 in football. The Steelers will take that one by a final score of 19-2. Oilers and the Bengals. The Oilers roll a 2, subtracting 17 points from their base score. Bengals roll a 68. They're adding 6 to theirs. And the Bengals will dominate the Oilers to pick up that win by a final score of 28-0. Patriots and the Jets. Patriots roll a 93. They're adding 14 points to their base score. Jets roll a 1. They're subtracting 21 from theirs. And the Patriots will take that one by a final score of 29-8. Redskins and the Giants. Redskins roll a 14. They're subtracting 7 points from their base score. Giants roll a 69. They're adding 6 points to theirs. And I believe that will be the first loss for the Redskins on the season, as the Giants win that one by a final score of 12-4. And yes, that is the first Redskins loss on the regular season. Bears and the Cardinals. Bears roll an 89. They're adding 10 points to their base score. Cardinals roll an 88. They're also adding 10 points to theirs. But the Bears will take that one by a final score of 22-18. Vikings and the Packers. This one could end up being critical in the NFC Central. Vikings roll a 25. They're subtracting 3 points from their base score. Packers roll a 57. They're adding 2 points to theirs. And the Packers will take that one by a final score of 13-5. That's huge. Which one's huge, Philip? I'm going to keep running through the ticker while I wait for the answer on that one. Eagles and the Saints. Eagles roll a 34. No change to their base score. Saints roll a 77. They're adding 7 points to theirs. And the Saints will take that one by a final score of 22-11. Browns and the Broncos. Browns roll a 21, subtracting 3 points from their base score. Broncos roll a 79. They're adding 8 points to theirs. And that will be enough for the Broncos to get ahead of beat the Browns by a final score of 18-11. Washington lost? Yeah, that is huge, because that means Dallas can potentially pick up a game on the Redskins. Assuming the Cowboys... Actually, I think the Cowboys played already. No, I think we still have them coming up in... Yep, Dallas is still coming up in the ticker, so the Cowboys have a chance to pick up a game on the Redskins. Dolphins and the Colts. Dolphins roll in 84. They're adding 8 points to their base score. Colts roll in 98, though. They add 17 to theirs, but the Dolphins just barely survive a scare from the Colts to win that one by a final score of 21-17. Chiefs and the Chargers. Chiefs roll in 11. They're subtracting 7 points from their base score. Chargers roll in 91. They're adding 14 to theirs. And the Chargers will pick that one up by a final score of 25-10. Rams and the Raiders. Rams roll a 1. They lay a total egg, subtracting 21 points. Raiders roll a 24, subtracting 3 points from theirs. The Raiders get 5 field goals out of that one and manage to shut the Rams out by a final score of 15-0. Lions and the Cowboys. Here's where Dallas has a golden opportunity to pick up a game on the Redskins. Do the Cowboys pull it off? Let's find out. Lions roll a 61. They will add 3 points to their base score. Cowboys roll a 41 for no change to theirs. And the Cowboys are unable to pick up a game with a golden opportunity, as the Lions will take that one by a score of 18-14. That is your Ultra Quick Football NFL ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always Thursday night. Thursday night will feature Week 8 of the 1972 NFL season, as we're at Arrowhead Stadium for the Oakland Raiders to play the Kansas City Chiefs in a pivotal AFC West matchup. Coming out of the ticker, let me just double check the records here. Coming out of the ticker, the Raiders having won. The Raiders right now are 5-2. Chiefs are 4-3. The Lions picked up another win tonight, so the Lions are going to go to 5-1-1 in the NFC Central. Still a half game up on the Packers. Currently a full game when you factor in the current state of the tiebreaker. Anyway, Week 8 featuring the Raiders and the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Before we get there, though, Wednesday we'll be stepping back into our German Night Fighter in the night skies over World War II Europe as we play Night Fighter Ace by Compass Games. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the official Catan cookbook with the side, 7-grain bread. Sunday next week, we'll be continuing to get our RPGs on this month as we play the Legacy of Cthulhu. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.